this committee passed what I believe is an insufficient wastewater security bill, and before the Senate Homeland Security Committee passed chemical plant security legislation that did not include strong IST provisions. Now, I think that IST is an integral part of chemical plant security, and I welcome a thorough debate of this issue, because I think that a lot of misleading arguments have been made about what IST is and isn't, and it's important to clear up some of these misconceptions. If anything, the theoretical example cited by these witnesses only highlights the need for DHS to play a role in the IST decision, making the process to ensure that individual facilities are not making short-sighted decisions that merely shift risks elsewhere. We've heard that IST is too expensive, but that does not have to be the case. A recent survey of nearly 300 facilities that switched to safer technologies since 1999 found that 87% spent less than $1 million, and one-half reported spending less than $100,000 in applying IST. 34% of survey participants actually expected to save money or improve profitability, in part because IST reduces the need for barriers, secondary containment, security training, and liability concerns. And Mr. Chairman, I just think that it's important, before we move on, to emphasize the risks. There are 111 facilities in this country where chemical releases could threaten more than 1 million people under the worst-case scenarios. There are more than 750 additional facilities where such a release could threaten more than 100,000 people. These aren't speculative. Every security expert that you talk to will tell you that, in fact, there are enormous potential risks. I'm glad that the chemical industry has taken some of the steps that it's done on its own. The question is whether or not we can provide some additional measures that would improve safety without being an onerous burden on industry.
The issue of inherently safer technologies, in my view, is in fact critically important to Homeland Security. And I commend you all here on this committee for focusing on the issue. And I hope that what I'm about to say will add some content to the debate, because if we do this right, I think we can advance the ball to enhance the safety of millions of people. If we simply require facilities to store or utilize large amounts of large amounts of chlorine or other dangerous chemicals to transition to inherently safer technologies wherever feasible, we could in fact completely or permanently eliminate known threats to our communities. This would allow us to focus our scarce resources on border security and other critical infrastructure. And not only should we be supporting this type of decision, we should require it wherever it's practicable. Thus, an investment of less than $500 million would eliminate the threat to nearly 60 million people. In contrast, we didn't have any problem when $35 billion profits this year for the oil industry, and God bless them, I'm glad they're making profits. We didn't have any problem giving an energy bill a $2 billion incentive.